The date, the 10th of October, 1903. On this day, the Women's Social and Political Union was founded. Women were not explicitly banned from voting in Great Britain until the 1832 Reform Act, which extended the electorate from around 500,000 to 800,000, out of a population of 14 million. The Act exclusively referred to eligible voters as male, and is thought to be the first explicit statutory bar to women voting in the United Kingdom. Varying degrees of pro-women's suffrage sentiment prevailed during the later part of the 19th century in the UK and elsewhere. The National Union of Women's Suffrage Societies was established in 1897 and led by Millicent Fawcett, who was dedicated to achieving the vote for women through legal means. Dissatisfied at what they perceived as the union's inaction and slow progress, a new group of 6 women, perhaps most notably Emmeline Panhkhurst and her daughter Christabel Pankhurst, formed the breakaway group, the Women's Society and Political Union, or WSPU, on the 10th of October 1903. Over the next few years, the WSPU, along with the whole notion of suffrage for women, gained in popularity, but was prevented from making significant legal traction because of opposition in Parliament and low political will. In response, the WSPU became militant and carried out a campaign of disobedience and vandalism, often burning down unoccupied buildings, including the house of then Chancellor of the Exchequer and women's suffrage advocate David Lloyd George. Members of the WSPU, often labelled suffragettes, also smashed windows, held rallies, and created a great deal of publicity for the movement. On the advent of the First World War, the WSPU ceased functioning, and Emmeline and Christabel Pankhurst later dissolved the union and established the Women's Party in 1917. On the 6th of February 1918, the Representation of the People Act was passed, giving women over 30 who met certain property requirements the vote. Later in the same year, women were allowed to become members of Parliament, and 10 years later, in 1928, all women over 21 years old were given the vote in equal terms to men. The WSPU no doubt raised great awareness for the cause of women's suffrage, and is one of the better remembered suffrage groups. Everything becomes history. Until next time, goodbye.